Hey guys, look at my crazy face. Look at my crazy face and my terrible neck. I am doing parts of this Quasi Korean skincare mask. So it comes in two parts, the top and the bottom. I absolutely hate wearing it. It's just too much. You got to leave it on for 2 hours. So it goes from this to this. See this piece up here, which is completely clear? You can hardly see it. It looked like this. And I took sections of it and put on parts of it, you know? And I tend to do the top half over the bottom half, even though the bottom half needs it probably more. But I have a hard time wearing something around my mouth, especially in the morning because I'm drinking coffee and I want to move my face. And so I'm just showing you what happens when you buy one of these. You get a bunch of them. You get 4 or 5, I think. I've opened a bunch of these already and used parts of them. And then the parts that are in the eyes, that's the extra, and the mouth, that's the part that came off that I took those pieces and put them on my face and created my own mask. This piece looked like this. This one is not sinking in like this one did. And these are the same piece, and this section is the part that goes over your nose. When you put the eye mask over your face, there's this part that goes over your nose, and I always peel it off. And then I have that, and then I put it back in here, and I let it, I put it back in the gooey stuff that goes on. You're supposed to sink into your skin. And see, I still have this part left. This is the bottom half, and then I will take this piece and use it later, you know. So this part goes over your mouth. And it's just hard to be still for that long. I'm a fidgeter. I move. I'm a mover. I'm a mover and a shaker. I just can't sit still like that for, like, you know, some people say you sleep in it. You'd have to be like perfectly still and leaning back and never move. I'm a side sleeper. I literally have to sleep on my side. And so doing masks and sleeping is not easy. My daughter with her broken ankle, she's a side sleeper too, and she has to sleep on her back now, which she's figured it out. And but I think that would be really hard for me. I don't even know if I could do it. I just hate sleeping on my back. And it is better for your face to sleep on your back. So this is what happens. You get they turn from white over 2 hours to clear. Like this one. Okay, now I'll take this one off. You can see how it... Now my forehead, and I'm always raising my eyebrows somewhat. So I was a little surprised that this actually went ahead and disappeared into my skin, supposedly. This one is not doing anything. I think it's finally starting. I don't really know how this works, but this one's almost done. I put this over my brow, my forehead wrinkles, the 11 or the 1.5. This one's finally, half has gone in, half is still like this. This one is just not doing it. It's just starting to, and here we go. So just showing you what happens when you take sections of your Quasi Korean face mask and put it on. I used to get a lot of acne here in the middle of my cheeks when I was younger. So there's a little bit of scarring that you can see up close. So this does help with that. When I put it on this part of my cheeks one time, it was really smooth afterwards, after I take it off. Now it only lasts for a while. There's supposedly this woman, this actress, uses it every single day before she goes on set. She spends 2 hours with this thing. It's 2 hours. I mean, it just takes forever. I don't have that kind of time to keep my face that still. Well, this is almost done, so I'll take this one off. You know, I do think that this line here has softened a little bit. It's not, I could be diluting myself. It still feels pretty. My nails have completely fallen off. I had nails. Now they're going through the usual pattern of I grow them and then they just break off. They grow to a certain point and then they break off. So just showing you a little bit of an example of one person's version of this Quasi Korean skincare mask that's like all the rage, and you know, all the rage on TikTok. Everybody's buying it. And I think it's better for if you're younger, because I feel like I'm a little too old almost for it to really have an effect. Maybe if I was more diligent, it would be more effective. This is a very tough wrinkle to deal with, because I guess I'm always, you know, just, and I raise my eyebrows a lot. So now this one already is all done. See, let's take it off. You can do it this way. You can do sections. You can kind of see, it just gets a little shinier. It does smooth it out. It doesn't last forever. This one is really not doing its thing. It's supposed to do it. So I'm 63. I'm almost I'm 63 and a half. Almost 64. I'm almost excited about 64 because I don't know, 64 equals 10. 63 is 3 plus 9 is 3 plus 6 is 9, which is a year of endings, which is ending. And I'm hoping a lot of things end and I can start with some new beginnings. I really want to get a neck lift sometimes. I don't really show you my neck as bad as it can be, but I do kind of think if I ever had to do any kind of surgery, it would definitely be my neck, you know? So I don't know if it's really worth it. Sometimes I think, why do I bother? It's too late. But I still am bothering to try. And then when you get older, you spend all this time doing all this stuff. It's just like, am I really supposed to spend my entire elder golden years obsessing over my face and trying to keep it young looking? No, this one isn't. This is going to take a while. So this is halfway done. And I mean, did it even do anything? You know, look how I've got all kinds of little freckly things and redness, and you know, I'm just a mess. It's my morning. It's not even 8 o'clock in the morning. I was going to put a phone call into, well, should I tell? I'll wait till I've done the phone call, and maybe if I record it, I'll have some news for you. So you can see how it goes from white. This one is just not doing anything. It doesn't want to, I don't know. So they operate at different times. It's a long haul. It's 2 hours before this even does anything. And I'm going to wait till this is 8 minutes. So I just wanted to give you a review. My lipstick is Boomstick, which I do swear by. It's a blush and a lipstick and almost like a sun-kissed slight tanner all in one. You know, my big forehead. You're supposed to just put a little on your forehead. I do a little on my neck. You know, whatever. Anyways. Trying to stay younger looking. It's sort of it's kind of an impossible battle. And I do want to grow old gracefully and just look as good as I can without having to go to the knife. But I often think I need to get a neck lift. And I am hung up about my neck. But if you're a little younger and you have the time, I think this will help your face. For my age, with my very thin, wrinkly tendency, Polish skin, it's a little harder. But anyways, you can give it a try. Once you order them, they keep sending them. So anyways, there's my review, my partial review so far. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Big kiss.